Identifying people and objects. Where? Where? What is it? What is it? Is it a tiger? Is it a tiger? It's like a dinosaur. It's like a dinosaur. Who's that man? Who's that man? That's a barber shop. That's a barber shop. You're looking at my latest work of art. You're looking at my latest work of art. That's my house on the left. That's my house on the left. The man in blue is my uncle. The man in blue is my uncle. I think the man in the suit is a police officer. I think the man in the suit is a police officer. His name tag says he is a doctor. His name tag says he is a doctor. The brown car belongs to my sister. The brown car belongs to my sister. I think the red car is Japanese. I think the red car is Japanese. I think that animal is a tiger. I think that animal is a tiger. Those are my shoes under the chair. Those are my shoes under the chair. Describing people and objects. What does he look like? What does he look like? He's kind of tall and thin. He's kind of tall and thin. He has a long nose. He has a long nose. He always wears funny ties. He always wears funny ties. What does it look like? What does it look like? It's just a dark blue wool cap. It's just a dark blue wool cap. My brother is a thin man. My brother is a thin man. I live in a brick house. I live in a brick house. The car is very fast. The car is very fast. This bus is very old. This bus is very old. Have you seen a yellow hat around here? Have you seen a yellow hat around here? I want the small kitten with the orange stripes. I want the small kitten with the orange stripes. Can you give me a description of the person? Can you give me a description of the person? She has a round face and large eyes. She has a round face and large eyes. The soup was full of many different vegetables. The soup was full of many different vegetables. Talking about objects. The living room is large enough for a good number of people. The living room is large enough for a good number of people. The only problem is that it has carpet from wall to wall. The only problem is that it has carpet from wall to wall. That seems clumsy. That seems clumsy. It looks kind of light. It looks kind of light. It's not heavy. It's not heavy. The keys on the keyboard sometimes get stuck. The keys on the keyboard sometimes get stuck. The open windows give the room more light. The open windows give the room more light. The walls are too dark. The walls are too dark. The floor is very clean. The floor is very clean. This table is not stable. This table is not stable. There are stains on my new shirt. There are stains on my new shirt. I bought this toy in Beijing. I bought this toy in Beijing. This book is written in French. This book is written in French. I have to fix my sink in the kitchen. I have to fix my sink in the kitchen. My bicycle has a flat tire. My bicycle has a flat tire. Asking about age and name. It's Janet Abrams. It's Janet Abrams. I'm Tom Dickens. I'm Tom Dickens. What's your name? What's your name? And how old are you, Mr. Fowler? And how old are you, Mr. Fowler? I'm 38. I'm 38. I'll be 29 in May. I'll be 29 in May. I'm going on 40 next month. I'm going on 40 next month. I didn't catch your name. I didn't catch your name. How old did you say you were? How old did you say you were? People call me Tom. People call me Tom. When did you finish college? When did you finish college? What did you say your name was? What did you say your name was? Do you go by your first name at work? Do you go by your first name at work? My name means joy in Spanish. My name means joy in Spanish. I'm named after my grandfather. I'm named after my grandfather. Asking about countries and nationalities. Where are you from? Where are you from? I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm Russian. I'm Russian. Why are you in the U.S.? Why are you in the U.S.? When did you get to this country? When did you get to this country? You look Spanish. You look Spanish. Were you born in America? Were you born in America? My parents came to this country before I was born. My parents came to this country before I was born. What nationality are you? What nationality are you? Are you a citizen or a resident of this country? Are you a citizen or a resident of this country? How long have you been here? How long have you been here? I just came back from Korea. I just came back from Korea. My ancestors came here from Ireland. My ancestors came here from Ireland. My girlfriend is from Mexico. My girlfriend is from Mexico. I was born in England. I was born in England. Talking about past activities. It kind of reminds me of that trip we took with Mom and Dad to Canada. It kind of reminds me of that trip we took with Mom and Dad to Canada. I don't remember how cold it was, though. I don't remember how cold it was, though. Where exactly did we go in Canada? Where exactly did we go in Canada? How could I possibly forget? How could I possibly forget? I didn't run out of money. I didn't run out of money. I used to like surfing. I used to like surfing. I once had a fever for almost a week. I once had a fever for almost a week. I broke my leg skiing 5 years ago. I broke my leg skiing 5 years ago. This reminds me of my trip to France. This reminds me of my trip to France. I've only been on an airplane once. I've only been on an airplane once. I used to live in Mexico. I used to live in Mexico. I got in a car accident last year. I got in a car accident last year. My dog saved my life one time. My dog saved my life one time. I spent 3 years in the Army. I spent 3 years in the Army. I loved to go fishing with my dad. I loved to go fishing with my dad. I once went skydiving with my friends. I once went skydiving with my friends. Talking about future activities. I think we're going to save some extra money this year. I think we're going to save some extra money this year. What language are you going to study? What language are you going to study? Then don't complain to me when Spanish gets boring. Then don't complain to me when Spanish gets boring. What are you doing later this week? What are you doing later this week? Are you still planning to go to medical school? Are you still planning to go to medical school? I want to buy a dog. I want to buy a dog. I'm going to switch jobs soon. I'm going to switch jobs soon. We'd like to send our daughter to a private school. We'd like to send our daughter to a private school. I hope to get good grades this year. I hope to get good grades this year. I will be moving in 6 months. I will be moving in 6 months. I'm going to study Chinese next year. I'm going to study Chinese next year. I want to work for my dad's company. I want to work for my dad's company. My parents are going on vacation next month. My parents are going on vacation next month. In 2 years, I will finish medical school. In 2 years, I will finish medical school. My wife wants to buy a new car. My wife wants to buy a new car.